If you're thinking of signing up for MEXC, you need to watch this review first. On the surface, it looks like the ultimate crypto trading platform with its massive altcoin selection and near zero fees. But after thoroughly testing it for weeks, I found some powerful features that can supercharge your trading and some serious questions about its safety and its risks that you absolutely need answers to before depositing any money. But before we get into any details, let's be perfectly clear about one thing right now. Who is the MEXC crypto exchange actually built for, right? Well, the truth is, MEXC isn't really built for the complete beginner who just wants to buy a little Bitcoin and kind of forget about it. This platform has one target user in mind, and that's the active crypto trader. Think about the altcoin hunter who wants to find new gems before they list on major exchanges like Coinbase, or the futures trader who depends on lightning fast execution and deep liquidity. It's for the trader who needs more tools and more markets than what they get on a standard simplified platform. They've built their entire service around this type of active trader, right? They offer a massive selection of spot and futures trading pairs too, and most spot trades are completely free, which is specifically designed for the high volume trader who needs to keep costs down to protect their bottom line. But don't take my word for it. When you look at user reviews, the story becomes much clearer. Take this one trader, for example. He said he's been trading since 2016 and has had an account basically everywhere. He calls MEXC the best platform he's traded on and highlighted that most trades are free. He also mentioned trading with huge amounts of money without any issues, which is a big trust signal for serious traders who actually deal in large amounts of money. I came across this MEXC review from a user who had been using the platform for about 3 months. He said he found it very simple and user-friendly, not complicated at all, but I still think it should be for someone who actually knows what they're doing in the platform, or at least takes the time to learn how to use it. But he said that he loved that the more you trade, the more bonuses you get, which is also very rare on other exchanges and not a super common perk. Now, when you compare the MEXC app with a giant competitor like Coinbase, the difference in their core purpose becomes pretty clear. Coinbase, I think, is fantastic for beginners. It's based in the US, it's highly regulated, it's much more well known, and it's geared for the ease of use and trust. But their fees are generally higher, and their selection of altcoins and advanced trading features is much more limited compared to MEXC. For the active trader who sees their exchange not just as a place to buy crypto, but as a full trading workshop, MEXC is in a league of its own. I think it's built more for the trader who needs more power, more choice, and lower costs than what the mainstream options offer, or at least what is more well known for the different types of coins that you want to buy. So now that you actually know who the MEXC Global Exchange is for, let's get into the specific features that make it so powerful and the hurdles that you will need to actually be ready for. So the first thing that hooked me was the sheer variety of ways that you can get crypto on the platform. MEXC has a ton of payment options to make buying crypto really seamless, so whether you prefer using credit cards, bank transfers, Apple Pay, or their own P2P market, they have a solution for you. You can use whichever one. So this flexibility is crucial for getting started quickly, no matter where you are or what time zone. So one of my favorite features for really quick action is the MEXC Convert. So this one lets you instantly swap one crypto for another without dealing with order books. So you just pick the pair, you enter the amount, and it's done. It's incredibly fast and simple for when you need to move in or out of a position without any kind of delay. But where MEXC really stands out for its core users is with features like pre-market trading. This is an over-the-counter service that lets you actually buy and sell new tokens before they get officially listed on the spot market. This is a massive edge if you're trying to get into a project really early. For the futures traders, the flash trading feature is a game changer. In fast markets, timing is everything, so this tool builds the order entry right into the chart, letting you place trades with one click. It cuts out the delay of switching screens and typing in prices. I found this incredibly responsive when testing during especially volatile spikes. Alright, now let's talk about putting your portfolio to work. So this is where features like MEXC Loans also come in handy. This is a really powerful tool if you're a long-term holder, but you also don't want your assets sitting idle without making you money. So I used it to collateralize some of my Bitcoin to borrow USDT. Why? So I could jump on a new altcoin opportunity without actually having to sell my BTC, which I didn't actually want to part with yet. So you can use the borrowed funds for more trading or even withdraw them. It's a sophisticated feature that really lets you be more active with your entire portfolio, but it is more risky, so be aware of the rules and look into how it's used. But MEXC isn't just about trading and borrowing. They've expanded into areas that help you just grow your holdings. They have a MEXC MasterCard that you can use for online shopping worldwide, which is a nice bridge between your crypto and everyday spending. They also have SOL staking and a whole section called MEXC Earn, where you can put your idle crypto to work in savings products or loans. Now, one of the biggest reasons tech-savvy traders might choose MEXC is their new suite of AI tools. This is where MEXC is trying to get ahead of the curve. They have an AI select list that ranks dozens of tokens based on AI analysis, and an AI news radar that scans social media and news for you, and even an AI bot assistant that you can chat with to understand market trends. But don't try to become its new lover, okay? It's just to help you with the news and with social media and with understanding market trends and understanding things. I actually tested the Ask AI feature on a new price move, and the insights it provided were surprisingly detailed, pulled from both technical and fundamental data. On Reddit, I saw traders talking about why they love the platform's reliability and about its features. So when a user asked if some others trust MEXC and if anyone has actually used it in the long term, one reply came from a user who said that he'd been using MEXC for a really good 2 years with no problem. He mentioned successfully withdrawing a large portion of his portfolio to his cold wallet, saying that withdrawals are really fast and usually just take like 2 to 3 minutes. Another user chimed in saying that he'd had no issues with a $10,000 portfolio over 4 months, adding that he really likes it. So yeah, that kind of real-world feedback is gold. I mean, it tells you that for its core users, the platform is reliable where it counts. Deposits, trading, and withdrawals. And yeah, simple stuff, but also you can get more into depth in other tools and details if you want. Sites like bitdegree.org have also highlighted MEXC's unique offerings, like their leveraged ETF listings, which are more advanced trading instruments that you don't see everywhere. And cryptonews.com has pointed out that they have robust security features like their two-factor authentication, anti-phishing codes, and a whitelist feature for withdrawals, which gives me much more confidence in the platform's safety. But of course, MEXC Crypto Exchange is not perfect. There are a few things that you should be aware of before you dive in. In my deep dive into MEXC Global Exchange reviews, I did come across some users who complained about the service being slow or clunky at times, so that can be frustrating, especially when you need to execute a trade fast and you don't need any of your time wasted. Though, in my experience testing it, the core trading engine, the spot and futures markets were consistently fast and stable. I never had an order fail or the app crash during busy market hours or any any slowness I noticed was usually in the ancillary parts of the site, like loading certain informational pages, or maybe it was just like my Wi-Fi. I don't know. Is that a deal breaker? For me, no. There is slow support response sometimes, or a clunky menu item sometimes. It could be annoying, but it's not the core trading experience. But the platform has a lot of stability, it has great execution speed, and the withdrawal reliability. Those are what most serious traders care about, and that's where the MEXC Exchange platform, based on my testing and widespread user reports that I've seen, seems to consistently perform well. For any exchange, it's always wise to start small. Test the deposit and withdrawal process yourself first, and then ensure you're comfortable before going all in. Look at reviews, check it out. Also, check the link down in the description below. And when it comes to cost, MEXC's pricing is actually a major strength, especially for active crypto traders. They have a fee structure that is very competitive. This makes their maker and taker fees for most pairs among the lowest you'll find pretty much anywhere. And as we've mentioned, most spot trades are completely free, which is a huge cost saver that adds up pretty quickly if you're a high volume trader. For the most current MEXC pricing, since it changes, and their latest fee schedule and any active promotions, check the link in the description of this MEXC Exchange review video. We do try to keep it updated so that you can get the best possible deal when you sign up. So, what's my final verdict in this MEXC Exchange review? Is it the best crypto exchange? Well, I don't know, but if you're an active trader, especially one focused on altcoins, and you're frustrated with the high fees and limited selection of mainstream platforms, MEXC is absolutely worth a serious look. The access to new tokens, the low costs, the sheer depth of features you get are all top tier for this kind of trading. If you're ready to take advantage of their low fee structure and check them out, and if you want to become a much more profitable trader, check the link in the description of this video to get started.